Hey girls, coming at you live from the safe zone of my bedroom. And that is because today, Talia and I are getting super vulnerable. This video is captioned, "We messed up," and that is because we did. We're human. My favorite thing to say is we're all human, we make mistakes, and
we're gonna talk about it so that you don't make the same mistakes that we did, because we really messed up and we were thinking about our life and like going back to when we were 18 and just starting to become an adult, and we're like, there's so many things we should have done and we just didn't.
So I just want to give you girls a disclaimer. Nothing we say here is going to be super novel. We're not going to be the next Albert Einstein or whoever.
Maybe we are, though.
Hopefully one day. So I just want to let you girls know that I've heard all this advice when I was younger, and here I am at 21 telling you girls that I heard it then, I ignored it, I put it in my very long-term memory, and I pushed it aside. I'm like, I'll get to it. And the truth is, you never do until one day you're sitting on your bed, ashamed, making a video called "We Messed Up."
So the first thing we messed up about, and something that I really wish I can go back in time and just have started earlier for myself, is my favorite topic ever. It's a Roth IRA. Like, I'm just saying, like, really from the bottom of my heart, I really wish on the day of my 18th birthday, I spent it at my financial broker opening up a Roth IRA, because the truth is that I worked throughout.
I really wish I spent my 18th birthday.
What did you do on your 18th birthday?
Not that.
Whatever. Well, I'm just saying, whatever, the day after. Listen, throughout the summers of my high school, I didn't make bank, but I worked in summer camps, and I probably made like $300, $400, maybe $500 if it was a little bit crazy, dollars a summer. And all I did was put it into my savings account, where it probably depreciated in value, and I did nothing with it, or I spent it on dumb purchases. Come on. But if I had been smart, and if I had opened up a Roth IRA on the day I turned 18 or the day after and put all my money in there, then it would have given me 3 years by now to grow along with the market. Even if we're not talking about like crazy amounts of money, like I said, $300, $400, and we're not talking about risky stocks. Like if I just put it in a normal ETF, do you mind? In a normal ETF that like track the S&P 500, I could have had way more money today, been so much smarter with my money. So we speak about it in our videos. If you don't watch our videos, whatever, you should, but just open up a Roth IRA.
Okay, next. So one of my biggest mistakes was not opening up a credit card when I was 18.
Same.
Honestly, you'll probably hear this in another video. The reason I didn't is because my spending habits are a bit of a work in progress, and that's fine. But the truth is, like, it's never too early to open up a credit card. It should have been in my own name. And listen, what if I don't have my account and my parents pay for everything in my life? Well, number one, clutch, you are very lucky.
That's sick.
But two, you can still have your own credit card. You swipe the card, they pay the bill. I mean,
best of both worlds. Hannah Montana right here, yo.
It doesn't get better than that. But the truth is, like, you could have, at 21 years old, should have been building my credit score for 4 years. 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years. Okay. I could have been building my credit score for a really long time, and the truth is, like, it wouldn't have taken anything. It would have taken an hour, figure out the financial firm that I wanted to set up my credit card with, put it under my own name, and voila. Again,
it took me 6 minutes to apply for a credit card. I'm not kidding. It was the easiest thing I've ever done.
It's a regret, because honestly, I'm graduating college really soon. I'm gonna probably look into buying an apartment or renting an apartment. I might need to take out a loan. Maybe if I'm going for a long shot, I'll buy a car loan, an auto loan. Regardless, you need a credit score. You need a credit history, and I should have been building that for a much longer time than I was.
And it just would help you so much in life.
You don't even realize what different aspects of life require or even look at a person's credit score, and you would be shocked because you don't think of those things when you're 18. But let me tell you, when you do need to think of those things,
but you don't even need to know. Like, honestly, we're not going to sit here, we do in video 9, whatever, but we don't need to sit here and explain why you need credit. All you need to know is that you need credit. So open up a credit card, take 3 minutes out of your day if you're over 18, and just avoid this regret. So moving on to the next money regret that I personally have, I don't know if you'll agree, when I started learning about investing and the returns that you can, not guaranteed, but you can make, and just looking at the entire stock market history, I think it's returned around like a 10% average rate on average. That's not like guaranteed 10% a year, but like on average. I realize I have been so stupid to not be investing my money all these years and to just keep so much cash lying around that I didn't need. 100%, if you're gonna need cash in the next 1 to 2 years, do not invest it. But I'm talking about like my bat mitzvah money. You know, my money.
Your quinceañera money, your 12th birthday party, any money that like your holiday gift, your grandparents got lazy. They didn't know what to get you. They're like, here, sweetie, take the $150. Yeah.
That's money that should have been invested. And if you had let it grow, you know, bat mitzvah's 12 years old, 13, and to invest it for the next 10 years, it could have grown substantially. And now this is my new mindset that I've adapted only a little bit later, but you can adapt it earlier, to not have any money unless you're going to need it in the next 1 to 2 years in cash. If I get a paycheck and I know I don't need that money, it's going straight invested in the market, whatever I decide to do with it. And that's just my philosophy, and I wish I had thought of it sooner. And one more point, now that I'm thinking about it, thanks for being my therapist, I feel like I held on to this money in cash for so many years because that was like safe to me. Like that was my own money, and I was so proud of earning it. Or like, do you earn it when it's like your birthday money? I don't know, I guess.
It's like you don't want to ship your money off. Like, why do you want to put it away? You want to keep it in your wallet. You want to keep it under your mattress. You want to be like, yeah, this is something that I'm proud of.
But what I will say is that I think that came from an ignorance of not understanding where any of my money was. I just really handed over the reins to my parents, and I never had any idea where my accounts were, what type of accounts I had, where my money was going. So I felt like if I'm giving this money over to my parents, it's gone, and I'm never seeing it again.
Yeah,
that's my mistake.
On that topic, I don't know that this is a mistake, but it's definitely something that I wish I was into or got into or became curious about early on in my life. And personally, my dad, like I always knew my dad invested my money, but I was so far removed from it. Like I had no idea what it was invested in, whether it was stocks, ETFs, bonds. I didn't even know how much money he was taking out of my account. Like it was kind of just like my dad's job. I never checked in. I was never like, how much did I make today? How much did I lose? It was literally a non-factor in my life. And I probably am talking to some people who are like, I wonder if I even have some money invested, and that's totally fine. Start that conversation. But something that I regret is not sitting down with my dad sooner, having him pull up his Excel spreadsheet and being like, Dad, what am I invested in? What ETFs? What portfolios? What does my money look like? You know what I mean? Yeah. And the second I did that, I was like, you know what? I'm curious. I'm not gonna, it's just like, whatever companies I'm invested in, everyone has their own preference. Like it's kind of a personal thing.
You can DM us. We might not tell you.
We probably won't tell you. It's a very personal thing. Like Talia and I, even our investment strategies are very different. Like when we talk about it, which we probably shouldn't.
Yes, we literally like sit there with our phones and we're like, yo, how's your investment doing today?
But the truth is, like the second I found out like what companies my family or my dad personally invested my money into, I got all these different apps. First of all, I downloaded my brokerage account app, which is TD Ameritrade. By the way, I feel like I could share that. The second thing is that there's this app called Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance.
She loves this app. You're always like, check out this notification.
It's crazy. Like I checked it so often, it became like inherent. It was kind of just like, now that I knew that I can make or lose money every single day, I became obsessed. And it's not because I enjoy finance. Like it's just because like it's a game, it's competitive. It's like, did I make money or did I lose money today? Like I was just very invested all of a sudden. Like pun on the word invested, you know what I mean? Like I was all of a sudden like really, really into it. I like constantly was checking my phone, like swiping to the left on my iPhone. Like it comes up like stocks, and I would see, you know, is it red? Is it green? Like how much is it green? How much did I make? How much did I lose? To the point where on my phone, Siri literally says like notifications, like it will say like, want to check blank stock's price, and I would be like, oh my god, because it knows I always go to this app. And it was crazy. Like your iPhone just knows everything.
But also like when you start getting these apps, which I only got a few months ago, which is embarrassing, but that's another regret. Like you start developing the lingo and you get so much more comfortable about like investing overall, and it's kind of like just diving into it and then learning as you go along. You know, like once you become invested in a company, you're gonna start to realize what percent change means, what dividends are, and what like the 5-year growth model.
You're only gonna get that knowledge because you're genuinely curious. Like
because it's money on the line. Like actually.
Yeah, you know, you could make $50 a day on a stock, or you could lose 70. Like it's just so risky. It's so fun.
And it's so funny because it's all paper. Like we are very much in it for the long haul. We talk about these in our videos. We're not like selling, day trading, whatever. We're like
day trading is very risky, girls. We don't recommend, but yeah, like Talia was saying, we
just get into it for fun.
Yeah, you know?
Also, like when you get in the lingo, like it's fun to sit around and like have a conversation about stocks with your friends. Like we should have like a Girl Academy book clubs where we just like sit down and discuss investing.
So these are some of the mistakes that, looking back retrospectively, Talia and I believe that if we could teach our younger selves, you know, what was what, this is some of the advice that we would give ourselves. So we're sitting here, we're telling it to you. We hope that you take some of this advice and you apply it to your own life. don't be like us. Don't sit there and be like, that's a good idea. I should open up a credit card. I'll do it next month. You won't do it next month. You probably won't do it the next month after that. Call us when you really feel like you hit rock bottom and you're like, I should have listened to you girls.
Yeah, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the regrets we've spoken about, DM us.
Have regrets of your own.
Reach out. Like, we really are here for you. We just want to make sure that you don't fall into these same mistakes that we have, because we're telling you now, it's a stinky feeling when you're 21 years old and you are like, wow, I just wish I did this when I was 18.